Howdy.
What's happening?
Big things are happening in my household.
Huh? Well, like what?
I just built my own desk, bro. Got a new setup. Just constructed it, just finished, just in time to get on the pod.
Let's go, dude.
We were cutting it close, but we made it happen.
Facts.
So yeah, we're gonna be putting that baby together this weekend. Just waiting on
a
few computer upgrades, and then we going in.
As you should.
Yeah. What's going on, y'all? It's another day on the Day One podcast. I'm your co-host Anthony. Got my co-host Kyle. Say what's up. Hey, we got a jam-packed show for you today. A lot of things to talk about in every aspect, from basketball to football to racing to eating.
Facts.
We're going to talk about it all, bro.
Eating is more of a sport than cheerleading.
Hey, changed my mind. That's a hot take. Hot take of 2023. I don't know if my girlfriend would agree with you because she used to cheer, but hey, that's beside the point. We're going to touch on some NBA stuff. We're going to give you an update on the Dame Lillard trade saga. We're going to talk about the NBA's newest, highest paid guys. The 2020 COVID class got paid. We're going to talk about some NFL free agency, some notable guys still on the market. We're going to touch a little bit on NASCAR, the first ever street race in Cup Series history this past weekend, and we're going to talk about the legendary Joey Chestnut July 4th.
The Glizzy Goat.
We're gonna talk about the hot dog eating contest, and then if we have enough time at the end, we'll touch on out of left field.
Hell yeah, bro!
All right, so what do you want to talk about first?
I think we should touch up on the Damian Lillard situation. Okay. So, if you've been living under a rock, Damian Lillard requested a trade from the Blazers. Hopefully, you all know that.
Yes. You know. If you guys haven't seen our video, go to our channel page, videos. Look at the video. Dame Lillard has been traded, or has finally requested a trade. Get our initial thoughts and analysis on the situation. But yeah, as this continues to drag on, we're kind of at a stalemate. Dame wants to go to Miami, only wants to play in Miami, and the Blazers are like, "Fuck you. We're sending you wherever the fuck we want."
Facts. I think the biggest thing holding it up right now is that Portland does not want Tyler Hero.
Yeah.
My concern then becomes it's either Bam, who Miami doesn't want to give up, or there's really nothing else on the team that equates to Dame's value. So,
right.
There are rumors that a third team will probably be involved in this to accept Tyler Hero. Possibly Brooklyn, Utah, maybe. Yeah. There are some teams out there that would be willing to take him on. But I don't know exactly where they go from here, because all these teams that want Hero, it's not like they have adequate assets to give to Portland either. In my opinion. I mean, you look at Brooklyn, they're not going to part with Mikal Bridges. Outside of that, there's who?
Cam Johnson.
Well, if he's the centerpiece to a Damian Lillard trade, the Blazers got fleeced. So
yeah, that's the thing. I mean, if these teams are going to gut their entire roster and bench just to get Dame Lillard, there's no sense in making the trade.
No,
but we could have a situation where Damian Lillard holds out and just doesn't play next year, kind of like a Le'Veon Bell situation. That's probably like doomsday worst case scenario if nothing works out.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, he's clearly stated his interest. He wants to play in Miami. We saw the Instagram lives playing the playing the music.
Mhm.
Jimmy Butler was listening to Dame Dollar. But yeah, I mean, hey, something's got to give.
Something does have to give. And I'm starting to get the vibe that Boston's going to actually put their nose in this at some point. I hope they don't, because I think Jaylen Brown is too good of an asset to give up for Dame, especially with the youth. And like, how much more talented is Dame than Jaylen Brown right now? Right now, it's not that
Close.
far off. It's not that far off. Jalen's a better defender right now. He's a bigger guy, and he could play the three. And the other thing is with the Tyler Hero situation is the whole point of getting rid of Dame is because you're loaded at guard with youth. Now you're going to bring in another young guard.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't see a world where this gets done between just the Blazers and the Heat.
Yeah. It's definitely going to have to be either 3 or even 4 teams to make it work. I mean, you can inquire the Sixers about James Harden.
Yeah.
Although it seems as if he's staying. You know, he went to that whiteout party, the Sixers owner, and was there. So, and he was with Tobias, Embiid, all the guys there. So, I mean, it kind of looks like he's biting the bullet and he's going to come back. But I mean, you never know. I mean, that could be a possibility. Like you said, Brooklyn to take Tyler Hero might also be another possibility. Mm-hmm. It's tough, and this is why we're not general managers, because we don't know what the fuck's going to happen and we don't know what to do.
Well, I'll tell you what I would do. If I was the GM, I'm sending Dame to fuck knows where, and I'm getting back the best package. I don't care. Dame can hate me all he wants. Fuck him.
Yeah, but then you got to look on the other side of the franchise. Let's just say he gets traded to a place like fucking, I don't know, New Orleans. Mm-hmm. He doesn't want to play in New Orleans. You know what I mean?
I don't know why nobody wants to play in New Orleans.
He wants to go to Miami, bro.
I don't know why he wouldn't want to play in New Orleans.
I mean they got a decent squad. If Dame CJ reunion, although you would probably have to trade Zion because you'd want to hold on to Brandon Ingram, I think. It wouldn't be a bad team, but it's not. I don't think they're competing for championships, and not to mention they're going to have to give up a lot and probably get a third team in to get Dame. And maybe if he doesn't want to play there, then he's just going to sit out.
Yeah, that's true.
Or just not go there.
I think if this Miami thing doesn't get done within the next month, we're going to hear rumblings that Dame's extending his list of teams he would like to go to.
Probably.
Because, I mean, there are other teams out there that let's look at Dame's checklist. He doesn't want to be on a super team. He doesn't want to be on a team that's not competing. He wants to be on a team that's close. There's a couple teams out there you're looking at. I mean, the Heat are a possibility, obviously. I mean, Boston's probably on a higher level than the Heat, even though they beat them. But Boston's an option. The Sixers are an option. Hell, I think the Pelicans could be an option.
They could be.
They could be. The Golden State Warriors, all we need to trade is, like, I don't know, a back scratcher or something. That'd be nice if we could get Dame for a back scratcher. I think that's a good trade.
Are the Blazers going to do that, though?
No. I think he goes east, most likely, because they're not going to want to send him somewhere west.
Mm-mm.
But who knows? I don't know. It's a weird situation. There's a lot yet that needs to be figured out. But for right now, Dame stays put.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And we just continue to read on Twitter. You know, he's a loyal guy. He's a loyal guy, but LeBron, when he didn't have a trade request, oh, he's a traitor.
Yep.
And he got Cleveland a championship, but he's a traitor.
Facts. Facts.
Make it make sense, bro.
Yeah. And speaking of Twitter, did you see that the new social platform that came out?
Threads.
Yeah.
Facebook's gonna get sued over that.
Probably.
They literally ripped Twitter, bro.
But until that time, make sure you go follow our Threads page.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I like that plug.
Probably won't give a fuck about it. that much.
Right.
Until like Woj go over there, Shams, The Rock, the big three. When they go over there,
hey, listen, the Splash Sisters are over there.
Hey, we don't follow people with bad takes. We don't do that here.
Bad takes or thirst traps. We don't do that.
Well, I follow the thirst trap. I won't follow.
I don't.
The bad takes. I'm leaving with something.
I'm from around the way.
I'm from around the way.
Speaking of leaving with something, let's talk about the 2020 draft class leaving with a bag this offseason.
Facts. So we had 4 guys from the 2020 NBA draft class get absolute bags this offseason. First one we're going to talk about, I want to bring this guy up the most because he's one of my favorite basketball players, Tyrese Halliburton.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of money. And I'm going to say this probably 4 times. That's a lot of money for Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah. But you can also make the same case for a lot of the other guys that we're going to talk about being a lot of money.
52 a year.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of bread.
That's a lot of
bread. I mean, I love it for Tyrese. I'm so happy he found a spot outside of that weird Kings shit that was going on with De'Aaron Fox and him, like who plays off the ball, who's the guy. It's his team in Indiana, and he's getting rewarded for it. Last year he was an all-star, averaged 22 a game on like 9.5 assists. Had a really good season. I do think it's a little early to give him the super max. That's kind of like you on your first date and you start talking about your mortgage payment. You know what I mean? It's a little too early on to be bringing up your finances. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
or if you're just talking about locking her up long term, like your future together.
It's a
little crazy.
Facts. Like if you're talking about where you want your dream wedding to be on the first date, it's a little much. It's a little much.
Indeed.
But no, I think it's fucking awesome. What are your opinions on it?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's definitely good for Tyrese. Congratulations. We're never gonna knock a man for getting his bag, getting his paper. So congratulations to Reese. Well deserved. I mean, the Pacers are gonna have to move. Like they're gonna have to distribute this money around somehow, right? This is really their, at least to my knowledge. Correct me if I'm wrong. They don't really have any like gigantic contracts on their books.
They have the Miles Turner deal, which doesn't kick in. It doesn't kick in till next year, like this one,
right?
But I guess this is them saying, "Hey, this is our 1, this is our 2." I think Miles Turner is no longer touchable. They got DeMontis out of there, so they're giving the front court to him. Plus, they've got some youth that I'm excited about. So
yeah, they got a lot of young talent. Definitely making an impact. Like Mathurin, he's a dog.
He's a dog.
But yeah, it's gonna be one of those things where he gets the bag and it's expected that he takes the next step. I mean, he was an all-star last year, like you said, averaged 22 a game. Can he up the ante even more and carry Indiana into the playoffs?
I don't think they have enough talent around him yet. I think it's going to take another year, maybe. They're going to have a max slot open up next offseason because they've got some guys coming off the books, especially Buddy Hield, who's on like a $20 million deal. So we'll see. I think they're a star wing away from being a playoff team, like a Brandon Ingram type. Right. But no, I think this is great. I think they're a fun team to watch. Benedict Mathurin was one of my favorite players to watch last year because ain't nobody was talking about him, and dude was averaging 20 points off the bench the first 2 months of the season. So, yeah, I'm extremely excited about it.
Yeah. Congrats to my man Tyrese on getting the bag.
Yep. We also have Anthony Edwards, too. He got the same bag, 5 years, $260. Where are they getting this money?
Yeah.
You got Rudy Gobert on the most expensive rim protection deal of all time. Cat's on a max. You've got young bucks that need to get extended, like Jada McDaniels. Nas Reed just got an extension.
Yeah.
It's obviously this is their guy moving forward. This is their number one option, as it should be. And I don't think he's worth the money now, but he will be, I think. But I think this kind of opens up the door for a Cat move.
Maybe.
I don't see them trading Rudy. Why would they? One, they just gave up 7 first-round picks and 5 players for him.
Yeah.
And I think in the right situation, Rudy Gobert can work. But, yeah, man, again, a lot of bread, but he's a hell of a player. Hell of an offensive talent. He's improving on the defensive end of the floor. So, but yeah, another guy. Congrats on the bag.
Yeah, congrats. We're again, like we've always said, we're not going to hate on a man getting his bread.
No, absolutely.
But yeah, it's interesting what is going to happen with Minnesota because, like you said, you got all those guys that are on max deals, and Minnesota is not a market like a New York or an LA where we're just going to sit here and pay the luxury tax year after year to keep these guys in the building just to be a first round exit.
No.
They're in a really weird spot, like who knows what Cat does, where Cat goes.
Mm-hmm.
You said Rudy Gobert is practically untouchable. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. We don't know.
I don't think that it's untouchable. I think it's just too early to move him.
Yeah.
With how much they put into him. Pause.
Yeah. Yeah. Major pause, bro. Hey, yo. Time out. That was crazy.
Yeah.
It's weird, but I mean, again, congrats to him for getting the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Did he deserve every penny? I don't know. His playoff performances have been kind of mid
He's
at
young.
best.
He's young.
Yeah. I mean, he's young, but he's, again, I think Tyrese is a little more consistent in his production than Anthony Edwards. So I think it's justified a little more for Tyrese. Anthony Edwards, there's a hell of a lot of potential, but I mean, it's like high ceiling, low floor.
Yep.
And to put a lot of money into that, that's tough.
Yeah.
You better hope that you're right.
Facts. So we've also got Melo. Melo got a bag.
Love Melo. The real Melo is Carmelo.
Yeah, but he retired, so I feel like he could pick up the title. So
I guess
it's respectable enough. This contract absolutely makes no sense to me. What has he done that deserves a max? Like, is he a top 10 point guard in the NBA? Let's run down the list, okay? Steph. Better than him. Luka.
Mm-hmm.
I think Halliburton's better than him.
I would say so.
Dame.
Kyrie.
I think James Harden's better than him. James Harden's a point guard playing with Tyrese. Ja is better than him. Even though
he's not on Instagram Live.
Yeah, when he's not in prison. Who else do we have? Help me out. There's more guys, and I'm just drawing a blank. Darius Garland's better than him.
Yeah, Garland. Yeah.
DG's
Jalen Brunson.
I would say Jalen Brunson proved to be better than him. We're already at 9. Maybe Melo's 10. Maybe. And there's gotta be a guy where Drew Holiday's better than him. And this man's making a max.
I mean, your best ability is availability, and I mean, when Melo's been in the game, he's been electric. But health has been the main thing with Melo. I mean, he's been hurt like every year.
Yeah. And I do think I have a sour taste, for guys that for
what
guys
built you today, bro? Holy shit.
I don't know. I got something on my mind. But I've got a bad. I'm not saying that again.
Yeah.
I don't like guys that don't play defense. Don't try to play defense. There's a difference
Right.
between can't play and won't play. Melo won't play defense. And he's not a super consistent offensive player. When you look at percentages, like he's only a 34% three-point shooter, which isn't bad, but it's not great out of your star guard. And it's not like he's doing other things other than playmaking that are making up for that. And the Hornets have done nothing since he's gotten there. Now, have they had a great team around him? No. But I mean, look at teams like hell, the Knicks. The Knicks with Jalen Brunson were incredible. I mean, they have Julius Randle, but they were a 4 seed. You've got teams like
the Cavs.
The Pacers were better than the Cavs. The Pacers were better than them. You've got the other
Bulls.
Yeah, kind of, but they've got some all-star talent.
Right. Okay.
Here's a prime example. The Jazz.
Yeah.
The Jazz. So, so far, to me, he hasn't equated to winning. We'll see if that improves, but I don't really see this team's really not getting that much better. Brandon Miller consistently is showing in the Summer League and at the very end of that run in the NCAA tournament, he's just not a winning guy either. So I don't know. I don't like the contract. I think he should have gotten more of the Desmond Bane deal, which we'll talk about next. But I don't know.
Yeah. He's probably the one that is least justified.
Yes.
Out of the 3 guys that got 5-260.
Yeah.
To get 5-260.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like you said. I mean, he's streaky at best. Like when he's good, he's good. When he's not, he's not.
Yeah, he's getting paid
dealing
more
with
than
injuries. Yeah, he's getting paid a lot more than guys that have been playing better than him.
He's getting paid.
They've also been available.
Yes.
So if he can get his health situation in order, or he's not getting hurt all the time, maybe we see with the bigger sample size, we'll see him be a little more justified in getting that bag. Because I definitely think this is strictly based off of potential. The flashy highlight plays. It's box office when he's playing and he's playing good. It's box office.
It is.
But he's not always playing.
No, he's not.
He's always getting hurt. So, that's a. I mean, Charlotte.
It's a Charlotte move.
It's the Charlotte Hornets, bro.
It's a Charlotte move. It is what it is.
I'd love to see them. It's like the Cleveland Browns in the NFL. You'd love to see them do good, but
they probably won't.
Yeah.
Yep. Facts. Last guy, Desmond Bane. This one, the bag's starting to grow on me a little bit. Dude's good. He's a little bowling ball out there. Where he's like, dude's yoked. His arms hang as low as his third rib down. But
look at that jump shot, bro. That is just fucking ugly.
It's ugly.
It's so clunky.
It is.
But it's so wet.
It's wet. Pause. But yeah, I mean, great offensive player, can shoot the hell out of the ball off the dribble, catch and shoot when he's with Ja. I don't think this really means anything for Ja. I just think this is probably the bag he deserved, especially the second half of last season. He went out last year with a forearm injury mid-season, but at the beginning of the year and the end of the year, if you look at the first 2 and last 2 months of the season, dude was averaging 26 a game on 42% three-point shooting.
Yeah, I know he was killing it from 3-point range.
He was. Yeah. While his counterpart point guard was killing other things.
Hey, yo,
killing his career. But
there you go. Killing his reputation.
Yeah, all of the above. But I don't know. I think it's a good deal. They needed to keep him, and they have him for another year before that deal kicks in. So they can still possibly make a move. Like if they can make another move to get another star in there before the beginning of next year when that deal kicks in.
The thing about this though, go back to that Dame trade.
Mm-hmm.
If Dame wants to, let's just say Miami is a no on Portland's end.
Yep.
But they'll send him to like Philly.
Yeah.
You could send Dame to Philly and send Harden to Memphis. And Memphis can send some of its depth and picks and the Sixers picks to Portland. That wouldn't be terrible.
No, I don't hate it.
That's just a thought.
You're a smart man.
I am in college, so
you are. Good job. Good for you. Must be nice. Must be nice. But no, shout out to these guys getting the absolute fucking bag. The NBA shelled out over $2 billion this offseason. A billion of it just to these guys, these four.
That's insane, bro.
That's insane.
They're like they account for 96% of the NBA's salary dump. Like the four companies accounting for the S&P being up double-digit percents this year.
Facts. But no, good for them. They deserve the money for the most part, except for LaMelo. Fuck them.
Hey, but, we at least in this household, we like the balls. Pause.
Hey, yo. Hey, come on now. Come on now. You're better than that.
Hey, we like, hey, big baller brand. Give us a sponsorship.
No, I don't want to sit in a business meeting with LeVar Ball. I don't want to have a contract discussion.
Imagine having LeVar Ball on the show. That'd be dope.
No, because we'll get canceled by
Who is he gonna hit on, bro? No, we're not.
Yeah, but he's just an idiot, and he says dumb shit. That would be like having the guy from Utah on our podcast.
No, bro, that's
not
totally
that
different.
It is different. It is different, but I feel like the internet vibe is the same.
LeVar Ball just says some outlandish shit. It's not like he has done some not misdemeanor-ish, felony-ish activities.
Yeah, that's true.
He just says some off-the-wall shit sometimes. It's cool.
He does. I don't know.
He's a family man.
That's true. He is a family man.
All right.
Fuck it. I'm coming to the cookout.
All right. Let's switch gears to the NFL here.
Let's do it, bro.
So
go ahead.
We're in the dog. Thank you. We're in the dog days of the NFL offseason. We're almost there. Training camp is on the horizon. I think it's like 3 or 4 weeks. We get training camp. First preseason game is in a month. There's still some notable dudes not on NFL rosters. Like notable dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Significant contributors to their teams last year. Still on the streets.
Facts.
They belong to the streets as of today.
Hey, yo.
So we're going to run through a couple of these guys, kind of give our thoughts, where they could possibly end up. And yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, bro. Let's start out with this man. DeAndre Hopkins. I don't know how this guy's not on a roster yet.
Facts.
OBJ was hurt all last year. Got hurt in the Super Bowl 2 years ago and got onto a roster before him.
He hasn't played since the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
He got on a roster before D-Hop.
Look at that grab. Oh, my God.
He's a dog.
He is a dog.
Imagine him in a room on the field. You got A.J. Brown on one end, one on one side, D-Hop lined up outside on the other side, and Smitty in the slot. And you can mix and match any way you want, bro.
You know what I think the best destination for him is?
Where?
You're not going to like it, but Dallas.
I mean, they could go that route if they want to.
He's a lot like
they'd be copying the Eagles at that point.
No, I don't think so, because I think Amari Cooper is a less talented type receiver, like DeAndre Hopkins. Doesn't quite have the range and the one-hand catchability, but the route running combined with the deep threat, I think kind of reminisces a little bit of Amari Cooper, and Dak needed him.
Yeah.
I think that would be an incredible spot for DeAndre.
Yeah. I mean, it would definitely make their passing game OP. It
would.
I mean,
they need
to run D-Hop and Cooks on the outside, CD in the slot where he excels at the most. And that passing attack is going to be killer. But that's all that they'll have to really stand on, because you're going to rely on Tony Pollard coming off of an injury with a rookie running back behind him.
Yeah, but that's
really
exactly
all you have.
That's exactly my point. They lost the tight end. Michael Gallup's not. I mean, D-Hop's not the healthiest person in the world, but Michael Gallup's not always healthy, and they don't have a reliable running game that we know of yet. I'm sure Pollard will run for 1,000 this season.
Off of an injury like that?
AP won an MVP.
We'll have to see. Listen, AP is a different breed.
He is, but you get the premise.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So no, I hope we see D-Hop sign with the team that would work for him, that fits him, that has a chance to win. Not win a Super Bowl, but I think, Dallas will be one of those teams that is in the running at some point.
Yeah.
But
I'll give you another one that might actually two that you might not like for obvious reasons. Buffalo at number one, pair him with Stephon Diggs.
That would work very well.
Again, you don't really have that much of a running game to stand on, but I mean, if you're going to just go guns blazing in the pass game, having Diggs and Hopkins on opposite sides with a guy like Gabe Davis operating in the slot ain't bad.
No,
and Dawson Knox as a really good tight end too.
Dalton Kincaid, their first round pick, backup tight end.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, you got a hell of an air raid offense, I'll tell you that.
You do.
No running game, but just straight up passing. That's decent. That's pretty decent.
It is.
You might be able to outshoot a lot of those good teams in the AFC.
You might be able to, yeah.
With that.
If their defense is better, because it's going to need to be, and if Von Miller's healthy, I think they could. D-Hop could be a very good addition and could impact them. It can impact the win column for sure.
It could. You think it could possibly be the missing link to get them over the hump?
No, they need a running back. No.
True.
They could sign D-Hop, Cooper Kupp, Jerry Rice,
Terrell Owens.
It doesn't matter.
T.O. is still in game shape, bro. I don't know if you saw the Devontae Smith celebrity softball highlights or any of those clips. He's yoked.
He's trying his best to get back. It ain't going to happen, but he's trying his best.
I wish. I'd love to see him in midnight green, bro. And then the other team, I'd probably say Kansas City. I would not want to see that. It's like a KD to the Warriors or Boogie to the Warriors.
No. It is not.
But no, I'm only saying that just because they came off of a Super Bowl. But I mean, they don't have like an A-list guy at wide receiver. Although they don't really need an A-list wide receiver because they have Travis Kelce, and Andy Reid is one of, if not the best, offensive minds in football history. But I mean, he would make an even bigger impact. Just imagine Pat Mahomes, D-Hop, Travis Kelce, Pacheco, Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore. That's a decent squad.
It is.
That could be a squad that could run it back.
And
even though they probably will run it back as currently constructed, but that, again, it's a good spot, and it's a need that needs to be filled. Yeah.
I don't think KC goes out and gets him, only because they could go down for any of y'all that live in Pennsylvania. You could drive down 248, grab a couple of them PennDOT workers, take them out to the football field, and they'll have a top 5 offense.
Yeah. Hey, you ain't wrong.
No, I'm not.
Especially if your coach is Andy Reid.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter.
Facts.
He could take a 5-year-old and be top 5 offense.
I agree. But yeah, I like those destinations. I think it would definitely improve both those teams. I think it's a bigger impact for the Bills than any of them.
Oh, for sure.
But
see,
again,
before I would have said Baltimore before they signed OBJ.
Yeah.
But
well, we're going to talk about another wide receiver on this list at some point. I have him going to Baltimore. But
okay.
But yeah, D-Hop would work there. I just think they're starting to get a bit of a loaded receiving core to add D-Hop. It's just going to plummet the growth of the guys. Because
at the time it was like there's nobody around Lamar Jackson. Now he's got Bateman, OBJ, their first round pick.
He's
got dudes now.
He does.
Mark Andrews.
Yep.
Got guys.
They do.
All right, let's get into this next guy.
Yeah, bro. Dalvin Cook. I've been hearing through the grapevine that the Jets are doing their homework.
Hey. I also heard through the grapevine that Bill Belichick has been doing his homework on D-Hop and Dalvin Cook.
That don't matter. They don't have a quarterback. They're not going to compete. They don't have a quarterback.
You don't believe in Mac Jones, bro?
No. I believe in mac and cheese more than I believe in Mac Jones.
Hey, that's a good-ass meal right there.
It is a good meal. I will admit.
Hey, look at this highlight. I'll look at this score. Beautiful shit.
Yeah, look at this. Bro, it's about to work you right here. Look at this.
Jonathan Gannon doesn't believe in fucking adjusting. Or
no way I threw on a highlight tape and they just showed a check down.
Facts.
Yeah. But no, I would like to see him in a Jets uniform, mainly because I think it gives Breece Hall a chance to get his legs back together. And if we're at midseason and we got Dalvin Cook and a fully healthy Breece Hall, bro,
yo, that's scary.
Who's stopping our offense?
Yeah.
Nobody.
That's crazy. You arguably have to say
it's the best running back room in
defense
football.
Aaron Rodgers has played with. The best room of running backs Aaron Rodgers has played with. There's no reason why he can't go out and make a Super Bowl run with that.
No, there isn't. There's no reason. I want it to happen, but I also don't want to see all the expectations go to Super Bowl because I don't want to get my hopes up. And when I get my hopes up and I get disappointed, I get angry. But
hey, I know how you feel, brother. I know how you feel.
Facts. But no, I would love to see him in a Jets uniform. He would work great in our offense. Again, give Breece Hall time to get healthy. I just don't know if we're going to pull the trigger because we saw flashes late in the season from Zonovan Knight last year. We still have Michael Carter on the roster.
Right.
We'd have an
overloaded.
We'd have an overloaded running back room if we brought in Dalvin. But hey, fuck it. Run it like the Browns, dude. Fucking have one guy carry the ball 26 times, one guy carry the ball 20 times, and have your quarterback throw 20. I'm good with that.
Yeah. There you
I'm
go.
good with that.
Yeah. That definitely wouldn't be a bad spot for him. No. I think New England would also kind of make sense. I think I'm a little higher on Mac Jones than you are, which is cool. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. I know there's people shitting on Mac Jones, and that's cool.
No. I'm not really shitting on him. I know he's not going to become anything.
Yeah. I think if you get D-Hop in there too, then you'll give him an opportunity to kind of like show his skills.
At worst, we're gonna find out exactly who Mac Jones is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We'll find out exactly who he is. Bill O'Brien there as an actual offensive mind. That'll help him out as well. But the other place that I was kind of thinking of, I don't want to see it because I don't like the team.
Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas.
That's the missing link for the Cowboys.
I
get it.
I don't know.
I think well, is it him or is it Zeke? Who would be better?
Well, yeah, Dalvin would 100% be better.
All right.
Than current Zeke, not past Zeke.
Current Zeke. Well, yeah, no.
Zeke.
Listen, 2016 Zeke is not shooting up in 2023 for the Dallas Cowboys. It's just,
no, he's not.
It ain't Madden.
No.
But I mean, you got he's a downhill runner between the tackles. He's also great in the check down screen receiving game. You know, he's one of those do it all backs. And with Dallas kind of being like pass heavy, which in my opinion, I don't think they should be as pass heavy, but being pass heavy, you got a guy who is a better receiving back and can also run between the tackles with a guy like Tony Pollard, who's a home run hitter, can also work in the check down flat game. With pairing that with CeeDee Lamb, Gallup, Brandon Cooks.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a Super Bowl contender.
It is. And
it all lies on Dak Prescott. But I mean, it's a Super Bowl team for sure.
It is. And I think if Dalvin were to go to the Cowboys, it would be exactly what they wanted Zeke and Pollard to be. Yeah. You know what I mean? That it never came to fruition. It would be exactly what they want it to be. So that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
We could just go off all the contenders and be like, well, this team could use them. This team could use them.
I would say Philly, but I don't know if I'm standing in the majority of Eagles fans or not. I don't think we need another running back. I think we're good with what we got.
Yeah, I think so too. Especially if Rashad Penny's healthy. Especially.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm so excited for Rashad Penny, bro. You have no idea. I just hope he is actually going to be healthy because him and Swift, oh my God. They are going to be so lethal behind this offensive line with Jalen Hurts being the fifth running back.
Yeah. It would be
crazy.
A problem for sure.
It ain't no problem. It's a problem.
It's a problem. Facts.
Let's talk about this other running back, Zeke Elliott.
Let's do it. So that was a good transition talking about the Cowboys getting to Zeke. I think I'm in the minority in saying I think Zeke has some left. I think a fresh start will be good for him, especially behind a good O-line. Because, I think we all have this mindset that Dallas always has a good offensive line. I think ever since they lost Travis Frederick, they haven't been the same.
I agree.
They've been good. But
they've been a little overrated.
They have been. It's not like that. You know what I mean? They're not pancaking anybody anymore like they used to with a prime Tyron Smith and a prime Zach Martin and a prime Travis Frederick.
Fuck this highlight, bro.
Yeah.
So fucking stupid. Well, look at the score.
Yeah. It just isn't the same.
Yeah.
But I think if you put him on a team because there's rumors about Joe Mixon not being in Cincinnati. Like if you put him in Cincinnati.
I was thinking Cincinnati would be a good place. When the offseason initially happened and he got cut, I said bring him to Philly. I think he would have had a career resurgence in Philly. But again, like I said, I think we're good. We're good with the West.
Yeah.
We're good over here. I think. Although I know there's some Eagles fans out there that's saying we should also bring Zeke in. I just think that's a lot of guys.
I think Zeke,
Penny, and then you got Gainwell, Boston Scott already. That's already 4 guys that are going to get playing time at some point.
Yeah.
To add Zeke to that's a lot. But he definitely, I think you get it behind like the Eagles offensive line. I think Cincinnati would be a good place, like you said. The Jets, that could also be an interesting spot.
It could be. My whole thing is, though, if Dalvin Cook comes to the Jets, he's running for 1,200. If Zeke comes to the Jets, he's running for 1,200 or 400. Like, there's no in between.
Right. But I think you guys could use that red zone threat.
We could. Absolutely.
That could really be his MO moving forward. Because obviously
like
he's
Frank
not the
Gore
runner.
later in
he's
his
not
career.
the runner that he was
No, he's not.
3 years ago.
No.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
But you pair him with a guy like Breece Hall. You pair him with a guy like, I don't know, if he pairs with Joe Mixon.
Yep.
Or DeAndre Swift. That's you got a lightning guy, and then you could be the thunder back.
Yeah.
I think Zeke still has value. I guess we're both in the minority.
Yeah, he does.
But yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, and the other team that not that we keep circling all the same teams but it's right at the end of the day. I do think the Ravens would be a really nice spot for him.
Yeah,
that offensive line.
Yeah,
with Lamar RPO, you have
one.
J.K. Dobbins as your absolute one home run hitter.
Right.
I like the Ravens too.
Either him or Dalvin Cook. You can't go wrong.
No, you can't.
With either one.
No. I think team situation matters the most depending on which running back you want. Like if you're a team like the Jets or the Ravens and you're absolutely unsure about your guy, but you have one, you bring in Zeke. If you don't have a guy at all, like the Patriots, you bring in Dalvin because you need a cowbell, or not a cowbell. Is that what they call it? Cowbell. Bell cow back. Yeah. You need a bell. If you need a bell cow back, you call Dalvin Cook's phone.
So. Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Zeke is like a pinch hitter.
He is. He's a hired assassin. He's like Kawhi in Toronto this season, in my opinion.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some other guys to get into. I don't have any highlights for these guys, mainly because my computer will take a shit. One and two. I didn't feel like doing all this extra work because I'm lazy.
Yeah.
But we've got guys like Jadeveon Clowney. He could go anywhere and he'll fit anywhere because he's an edge. Every team wants an edge. A guy that can rush the passer, bolster your defensive line.
Eagles.
Stop. You have too much. Let me have something. Let me have something.
No. I like
enough.
being rich. I like this feeling of greed, bro.
I can't wait to the day.
To be honest though, we need like another linebacker, I think.
You do need a linebacker.
Yeah.
That should be your first priority. Other guy, Marcus Peters, corner. I think ever since he's left the Chiefs, he's been extremely underrated.
Yeah.
Is he a top 10 guy like he was when he was there? Probably not.
No, but he's a solid number 2.
If you bring him in as a 2, like a James Bradbury role or a DJ Reed role on the Jets, we keep referencing our teams, but we know him the best. It would be great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If you pair him with, even if you put him in I'm not bringing up Dallas again. You know what? I'm going to come up with a better team. Okay. If you put him in Denver.
Okay. There you go.
Pat Surtain,
Marcus Peters, Ronald Darby. That's not bad.
Yeah. Ronald Darby's a free agent too. So you replace him with Marcus Peters.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. But either way, I think that's a perfect complementary to your lockdown corner.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Hey,
a team like that.
That's a good pull right
there.
The
Chargers with J.C. Jackson. There's a couple of them.
He's coming off an injury, so.
He is.
Yeah.
Bring in a corner that can play someone if you need him to.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Marcus Peters is an underrated guy. He's not quite what he used to be, but, he can help your team win in that number 2 slot. Mm-hmm.
For sure. You saw what happened with James Bradbury last year on the Eagles. He could have the right situation.
Yeah.
He could have a career resurgence, get a bag, all pro, Pro Bowl, whatever.
Yeah, he could. He's that talented and he's still relatively young. Corners have been aging pretty well in recent years.
Yeah.
So
Leonard Fournette, another guy.
That's
another one of these running backs. Again, really the same places that they could go that'll make sense.
I think he's at this point in his career, he's not good enough to be a 1. I think Zeke still has the potential to be a 1 for a season or 2
in the right situation.
I don't think Leonard Fournette's that guy.
Yeah.
He might go to a place that's trying to make the playoffs that needs a bye committee. Like if he went to the Steelers behind Najee Harris,
Okay.
that would be really
Yeah.
nice. You go to a team like if the Browns move off of Kareem Hunt to bring in some draft capital that they need,
Right.
you sign Leonard Fournette to a cheap deal.
Or you go back to the Jags.
You go back to the Jags, do something like that. Like, I think that's probably the best move for Leonard Fournette right now. We'll probably get the most money doing that too, because I don't think there's no team out there that's like, I want Leonard Fournette as my one.
Right. Yeah, definitely not.
Mm-hmm. But he can help. He can absolutely.
As a one, he's over the hill. Yeah, he can definitely help. He can definitely help.
Yep.
As a 2 or a 3, depending on where he goes and how deep their room is.
Yeah, kind of like Matt Forte was in the later half of his career.
Yeah, with the Jets.
With the Jets. Season with the Seahawks. I don't think you remember that, but
I do actually.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Couple more. Yannick Ngakoue. I think
bring him to Philly.
You want him? You want him? You want him in Philly?
Listen, he was trolling us like 4 years ago about coming on a max deal. The seeds are there. And listen, you can never have enough defensive line depth. I mean, on a second unit, I think me personally, I don't know if I speak for the majority of Eagles fans. I think I would personally be okay with Derek Barnett. Because you'll be running Reddick, Sweat, BG as on the first unit. BG, depending on what they do with Nolan Smith, they might play him more at linebacker if they don't decide to get a guy like Patrick Queen. So he might be back there bumping up Derek Barnett in like a prove-it year. But yeah, if that's the case, I mean, I think I'm good running with Barnett. But if Ngakoue wants to come here and roll with BG, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
That's 2 very good lines. And we know how the Eagles like to rotate lines.
Yep.
That's a nasty, nasty rotation.
I think the Dolphins are a good spot for him to play.
That would also be another good spot,
alongside Bradley Chubb. Bradley Chubb, I said it when he got traded to the Dolphins that I think he's an overrated player. What has he done since Von Miller left the Broncos? If you pair him up with another, not elite pass rusher, but a great pass rusher, you have a good combo down there.
Yeah.
Especially with your back end with Xavier Howard and Jalen Ramsey. That would be nice.
They'll definitely be a fun team defensively to watch.
Yep. So I want your opinion on this next guy, because you brought up linebacker, and this guy's played some of it, especially when he was with the Raiders. John Johnson, the safety. I think he would be a nice guy to bring into the Eagles. He can play on the 3 safety set. He can play a little bit in the nickel. He can play in the box.
Yeah.
He's your budget CJ. He's your budget CJ.
Yeah, but see, I think for the Eagles, I think they're going to be fine with rolling with what they got.
Yeah.
I think they're going to bring back. We saw in 2021 where they were bringing Marcus Epps in. They had a 3 safety rotation between McLeod, Ant Harris, and Marcus Epps. I think you're going to see. I think they want to get Sidney Brown on the field.
Yeah.
And obviously the respect is going to be to Edmonds and Blankenship, but to get Sidney Brown on the field, they're gonna have a little bit of a rotation there. So I think when it comes to safety, I think the Eagles are fine.
Yeah.
Rather than having another guy in John Johnson. I mean, you can bring him in.
Well, my whole thing is though, John Johnson opens up a lot for your defense because you unlock versatility I don't think you have right now. I mean, Marcus Epps is cool. He was cool.
Right.
But he's not John Johnson. I mean, John Johnson's not a top safety like he used to be. But, you know what I mean? In the nickel, he's good. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you're not seeing anything from Greedy Williams you like.
Well, he's probably not going to be, unless we're playing quarters or guys are hurt, he's not going to be on the field because it's going to be Slay, Bradbury, and Maddox in nickel sets.
Yeah. But if you don't like something
again,
with Maddox, like he's a good rotational guy.
We are so deep in the DB room.
Yeah.
I mean, you have Greedy Williams, who could possibly be a guy that moves a project safety kind of thing. Keely Ringo is another guy who is the only Eagles rookie that hasn't signed a deal yet. He could be another guy that could be possibly a project transition hybrid kind of nickel safety guy. I just don't see a place for John Johnson on our team.
Maybe you're right. You do have some depth. I just think the versatility would be.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree, but I just think there's a lot of guys here.
Yeah,
they have a lot of faith in Reed Blankenship.
Yeah,
Edmonds is on a prove it deal. You got a rookie in Sidney Brown. I just don't think there's a place that John Johnson fits.
No.
Cincinnati could be a good place for John Johnson.
Yeah. I was gonna say him. I was also gonna say the Lions. Like I know they brought in CJ. But
that's another place. Unless they want to go rotating safeties like the Eagles.
The veteran
that's another place that I think they're pretty set in the back end. Do you think I would only say Cincinnati just because they lost both of their starters.
They did
this offseason.
That's probably the best fit for them. Him. Probably. We'll see.
Yeah.
Who
knows?
Yep. But these guys will all get signed before the season's up. They're probably waiting to see what teams look like at training camp, if I had to guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. But that could very well be the case. Listen, we're almost to NFL season, but there's still a long way to go.
Yep.
Still over a month and a half till week 1, the week after Labor Day.
Yep. What is it? Did you say 2.5 months?
About 1.5 actually.
1.5 months.
Just under 2.
1.5 months until you and me are sitting at scorecard and something tragic happens in the sports.
Yeah. Realm. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, we ought to go wearing some bubble wrap.
We might as well just do it here.
Yeah, we could do that.
We'll have drinks with the fine people on the Day One podcast.
Oh yeah. Last guy, Jarvis Landry. I only brought him in here because I think it's for a foregone conclusion where he goes. I think he goes to the Ravens. Team's back up with OBJ. Helps.
I like that. That's good.
Pause the wide receiver, the youth in the core.
Did you just say groom?
Pause.
Hey yo.
But I think that's a perfect spot for Jarvis. I don't know if he's a guy that you can rely on to be in your starting rotation for wide receivers. I think he would be perfect with the Ravens.
He'd be kind of like a vet presence almost.
Yeah, a veteran presence in that young.
He could also play like the Zach Pascal role.
Yes.
What he did with the Eagles last year.
Red zone.
Mad at it.
Red zone. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. I really don't give a shit where he goes.
I don't either.
I don't really think it moves the needle as much.
No. I think the only place I think it does is the Ravens because they need the red zone help. They need the red zone help outside of OBJ.
Yeah.
So.
What about Detroit?
Detroit would be cool. Detroit would be nice. I don't know. I think I'm higher on Amon-Ra St. Brown than most people.
Yeah.
Didn't they just bring in a receiver to play alongside him? They brought in somebody. Until we see all these teams on paper, we're not going to be able to remember half this shit.
Right, yeah. We're not going to I don't fucking know. But yeah.
No.
Yeah, definitely still a lot of guys out there. A lot of time left before the season starts. Trades still could happen.
Trades could. Trades probably will.
They definitely will.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Yep. We'll see.
I'm excited though. Hey.
I am excited. I can't wait for the NFL season.
I think this is probably it might be more anticipated for me than last year was.
Well,
that was the most anticipated season for me.
Yeah.
Being a fan.
Last season, like there was expectations, but you were unsure. Now you know. You know what I mean?
Listen, I knew the
But
general
but you
media
didn't
did not
know.
know.
But you
I
didn't
knew.
know. You
I
didn't
knew.
know.
Yes, bro, I'm telling you the truth.
You didn't know.
I knew that
You didn't
the
know.
Eagles last year they were going to be a Super Bowl contender, while the national media was like, "Yeah, we don't know about Jalen Hurts, blah blah blah." And then they started to drink the Kool-Aid after everything that I knew was going to happen happened.
Fair.
I saw the vision. Listen, I
But
felt
you
the
didn't
same way
know.
about the Eagles Super Bowl season. And I think that was a little bit more crazier.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. It was a Cinderella run.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew it, bro. I knew it. This was just like we got all these all pro guys. This shit is going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
But
That's true.
yeah.
But not everyone's brilliant like you.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
That's why some people are not in college.
facts. Hey.
Not you.
Hey.
Not you.
Don't disrespect me like that ever again.
Not, bro, not you. You're a very smart individual.
Apologize.
I didn't mean to offend you, bro. Was not at you.
Thanks.
As at the other clans on Twitter.
Facts. And threads.
Yes.
Speaking of which, we actually just launched our first profile on Threads. Make sure you go follow that. Mm-hmm.
Go follow
it's down in the description. So. All right. Let's move on to a sport that I don't understand.
NASCAR.
Go ahead, bro.
Hey.
Have your spotlight.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. The floor is mine. Hey, history happened this past weekend. In case you've been living under a rock like my co-host here, NASCAR held its first ever street course race in Cup Series history in downtown Chicago. It was an absolute hit. There was a lot of question marks and uncertainty as to how the race would go, just because they literally planned this on a computer.
Yep.
They ran through it on iRacing. They had a couple races, computer generated fictional track. Now you're putting it pen to paper. You're not sure if it's going to hold up to to real life standards. But it was a hit.
It was a hit.
The racing was very good.
I do think there are some things that they need to smooth out, and they will smooth out. Like the going underneath the tire thing, that somehow needs to be fixed.
I think part of that, and it's not the first time that they've done the tire wall thing, because they've done it at the Charlotte Roval. Mm-hmm. It's kind of just like a cheap little like wall thing, because those street courses and road courses like that are temporary.
Yeah.
So you're not going to invest in putting like legitimate walls and safer barriers and stuff like that just for one race.
No, but they could.
So it's kind of like you'll have like jersey barriers around and other walls, but not like legitimate safer barrier walls. So the tires will kind of act as the safer barrier. It's kind of a cheap way that they go to get around like putting actual walls up, which whatever, cool. Protect your bottom
probably
line.
Brings in money for their sponsorship too, because they got Goodyear. Like, what do they run? Goodyear now? They still Goodyear?
Yeah, and they put advertisements over the tires, so you don't even see the tires. Mm-hmm. So it's more billboard space. Yeah. But I think a lot of that really played into the fact that it was rainy. A lot of guys were, they were slip. The brakes weren't catching. There's a lot of tire spin.
Yep.
Not really tire spin, but just a lot of brake lockup. And they were just sliding all over the place. So, it is what it is. I thought it was a good race, though. Shout out to the winner, Shane Van Gisbergen.
Who?
Shout out. Who? Shane Van Gisbergen, Australian supercar superstar.
Hey, that's a
in his first Cup Series race. Takes home the dub, bro. The first time a driver has done that in 60 years.
Mm-hmm.
First time he's like, look at this rookie fucking coming over here. This knucklehead don't know what he's doing. He just beats everybody. And it wasn't like he just barely, based on his performance overall the race. I mean, the finish at the end was a good finish. You know, he held off Justin Haley and Chase Elliott, and it was a good battle at the very end. But when you looked at the numbers overall, his performance, he was just flat out dominant.
He was top five consistently.
Guy.
Top five consistently.
By far the best guy on the track. I mean, based on average speed, and he was. I forget what the numbers were exactly, but the margin on average speed was light years from second place. But you know, honestly, I'm not surprised that a guy like Van Gisbergen, who is predominantly a road course ringer, comes into a street race where all these NASCAR guys really haven't done this. He comes in and shows them how it's done.
Yeah,
that's not surprising to me. But I think it's a good step for the sport. Although in history we've had an international raid of road course guys like say IndyCar, Formula One, ASA, or not ASA, Australian Supercar, talent that has worked out. Not really. It's only really amounted to a couple of wins and nice moments, but more or less hasn't worked out. But this could reignite that international thing, and I think for NASCAR growing their horizons, they've been a lot more progressive in the last few years as far as where they've gone with the sport, where they want to go. I mean, only 10 years ago, we were only racing on 2 road courses in the entire season. Now we've created two more road courses within 2 tracks, Daytona and Charlotte.
Yep.
We completely switched the Brickyard 400 to the Indianapolis Roval. That's 5. And now we got a street course. We've almost quadrupled the amount of road courses we race at.
Yep.
And COTA. We have quadrupled the amount of road courses we race at. So there's a lot more variety. And I think that's really what NASCAR is going for. They kind of want to cater to more demographics.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good step in the right direction. I think they just have to follow through. And there's definitely lessons to learn from this race, but I think it was a good first race.
Yeah, I agree. I rewatched when you told me about it because, like I have any idea that shit was happening. You told me about it, maybe Tuesday? So I was watching the highlights. Yeah. That shit was actually pretty interesting.
Kyle was like, a dude named Hamburger won a NASCAR race? What you talking about? I was like, yeah, bro, go look at it.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to watch, though. I want to see them, like, if they don't start making more street courses, I would like them every year to like go to different cities to do this once a year.
That would be pretty solid.
Like
instead of like
Miami,
Miami, LA, New York,
Detroit.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Palmerton, Pennsylvania, like that'd be sick.
Bro, they ain't doing a mountain road course, bro.
I think they should.
Philly.
Yeah, Philly.
They could try to race on I-76, the Schuylkill Express.
No, they should keep NASCAR far away from Pennsylvania Road. Far away.
Other than Pocono, keep it far away, brother.
Yeah. At least that's in a controlled environment. They got people working on that. We don't have people that work on our roads.
No, bro.
The only guy that gets anything done in a day is the dude laying down the cones. 5 miles. Spaced evenly 5 to 7 feet apart. Yep. Perfect line of cones. He's the only one busting his ass in a day.
He ain't even busting his ass. He's sitting in the back of the bed of the truck with the pile of cones just.
But it's not even that.
While they're driving.
The physical, no, but the mental. I'm going to put this cone right here.
and then I'm going to wait precisely 3 seconds or 2 seconds, whatever it is, put another cone right here.
And I'm going to make sure it's straight. They're evenly spaced. It's beautiful. It's art.
It is.
It's art. He's the only motherfucker doing anything.
Yeah, facts. But yeah, that'd definitely be a good idea that, I think a lot of NASCAR fans would not be opposed to whether they go back to Chicago next year or they decide to just go other places. It could also open the door up to go international. You can go to like London, Dubai, China. Although the logistics of that kind of get
North Korea.
hey, bro. Iraq.
The Soviet Union.
Hey, that does not exist no more.
Hell no, we're going back.
No, but I think logistics wise, it might get a little expensive for the teams. I mean, the last time that the Cup Series has raced overseas in an exhibition race has been over 25 years ago.
But think about the money that's there now. Think about the money that's there now compared to back then.
Yeah, but I definitely think there's definitely a market for this, and NASCAR can go any direction that it wants with it.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a good first step. That the race was a hit. A lot of people, like I said, were really skeptical, including myself. I was kind of like, we're doing like Formula One stuff, but it actually turned out to be a good race.
Yeah.
And very interesting at the end. But yeah, they can go about this any way that they want now. They can either make this a tradition, or they can like you suggested, go to different cities. They could even go to different countries.
Imagine just a coastline race in Miami at sunset, dude.
Yo,
oh my god, that would be fucking heat. Like we're playing.
That's heat.
Oh my god, that would be cool. That would be cool. I would start watching NASCAR to see that shit.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, again, if you're NASCAR, again, you kind of have to protect your core group, which is that southeastern Carolina-ish short track kind of crowd. They've gotten away with from it. Excuse me. Yeah. They got away from it in the big boom in the 90s and 2000s, where they started going to these gigantic 1.5-mile tracks and bigger markets. It obviously short term was great. Long term, the attendance numbers dropped and the sport fell off a cliff. They kind of gotten back to the roots a little bit, a little less 1.5 miles, more short tracks, and more experimenting. But they got some smart individuals in charge of the sport over there, and I think they listen to what the fans have to say. So, I think NASCAR's heading in a good place. They just got to figure out that fucking car. I hate driving it on iRacing. But other than that, it was a hit.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. All right. Let's talk about the throat goat.
Hey, yo, bro, that is a wild segue.
The glizzy goat, the meat master, the one-eyed Wonder Weasel winner.
Yo, bro.
Joey America Chestnut.
Hey, he put on a true Patriot performance on 4th of July.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you're a vegetarian or a vegan watching the show right now,
click off the video.
Get the fuck out of here.
For about 15 minutes, just click off of the video so we don't offend your diet identification.
Yeah, facts.
That
Joey Chestnut's the GOAT.
Yeah, he is the GOAT.
He is.
Rain, sleet, what is it? Rain, sleet, or snow, Joey Chestnut ready to go.
Facts. I'm getting all these motherfuckers out here, and we're doing this thing.
And I'm beating their ass.
This dude. I need him on my football team.
Facts. Yo, we need to get Joey Chestnut on the pod, bro. He is a legendary figure.
He absolutely.
For him to just You know, in case you were living under a rock, the Nathan's hot dog eating contest in Coney Island
Just
canceled due to
down the
weather.
way. Just
Yeah,
down the way from us.
just down the way. Canceled due to thunderstorms and rain. But Joey Chestnut, and he said this on the Pat McAfee show when they asked him about it. The fans weren't leaving. They were like, we're leaving with something.
Yeah.
We're from around the way. We're leaving with something. They didn't leave. Joey Chestnut's like, well, fuck, we got to give him something. So he dragged all of the guys out there and was like, we're doing this.
Yes. Let's just
And then the rain subsided. The fans stayed. And Joey Chestnut fucking saved July 4th.
Let's go, baby. Let's just have a moment. Let's just have a moment.
I don't have my shades, but
Joey Chestnut, the man of the people.
True American patriot, Joey Jaws Chestnut.
Thank you for your service to this great country.
Hey, 62 hot dogs and buns.
Don't forget the buns.
Yeah. They measure it 62 glizzies and buns.
They do.
Franks and buns.
Franks. And a lot of people, like whoever's watching this, I don't know where y'all from. Like we got a weird demographic that come from the Philippines. Y'all have no idea what Nathan's hot dogs are. Next time you come to America, head on up the East Coast.
On God.
Go up to New York, get yourself a Nathan's hot dog with cheese. The cheese dogs that they sell. Oh my God.
Hey, listen, speaking of the hot dogs, I have a proposition for you. We can do this whenever you want. The offer is open all day, every day. Even whenever you accept it, whenever you want to do it, we'll have a spot on it for the pod. This man, let me fill in the people here real quick. You know exactly where I'm going with this.
Not my finest hour.
This man right here was talking some shit. He was talking some heat about eating, about this eating contest. We were watching the playback after the fact. And we're going through the guys. On the back of their shirt they had the personal best. So we were reading that. We were reading the hilarious ESPN descriptions they had. Like the one was like 8-10 pounds of beans in a minute or something like that. Like some crazy shit. But hey, the man to the right of me claims he can eat 25 hot dogs in 10 minutes. So I propose a deal, a situation. If you eat 25 hot dogs in 10 minutes, I will personally give you $100. That's 2.5 hot dogs and buns a minute. 25 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes. And it's yours. If you lose, you owe me $100.
Oh, no. Let me think on it.
You think on it.
Let me discuss with my family.
Let
me discuss with my family. And I'll get back to you about this offer. Okay?
Hey, if you need me to tweak the compensation, let me know. Because I would like for this to happen, because I don't think you can eat 25 hot dogs in 10 minutes. 25 Nathan's hot dogs and buns.
If you get me on a hungry day and I'm just patted them down, I think I can.
Hey, yo, bro.
Okay.
What are you doing? Time out.
I think I could possibly get it done. Possibly. 25 isn't that outrageous.
That's 2.5 dogs and buns a minute.
I know for a fact I can eat 8 without feeling a thing, because I've done it.
In 10 minutes.
Well, I just mean like in a sitting. My concern isn't how fast I'm going to eat. My concern is how long I'm going to be able to eat. I don't know what my top speed is when it comes to glizzies.
But you got 10 minutes, bro.
Yeah. We'd have to see. I know I can eat 8 in a sitting and be okay. I know I can.
Multiply that, triple that.
Triple that. Yeah, we're gonna have to discuss.
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah. Let me
We
talk
can
my
listen. If you don't want to do 100, we can do loser
pays
buys a
for our
round of
next.
dinner.
Yeah, I'm with that. I think I'm
All
with
right,
that.
fair enough. If
All
if you win, I buy dinner. If I win, you buy dinner.
Okay.
We cool with
All
that?
right. Yeah. I'm gonna create a training montage for this.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
We'll document the whole thing.
We will.
You guys will get some fire content out of it. You let me know the date. We can do it to kick off the NFL season.
I'm cool
Wouldn't
with that.
That'd be electric, bro.
That would be electric. That would be.
And that gives you some time to train too.
It does. It does. All right. We'll discuss. But
All right.
I appreciate the offer. I think my
Fair enough.
family will be pleased. But again, I can't make any decisions without my family being involved. So.
All right. Thank you for the political answer, brother.
Yo, I'm out here. Yo.
Ducking and dodging. Just say yes or no, bro.
I'm just gonna come in here and do what's best for the team.
Bro, just give us a yes or no, bro. It's a simple one-word answer. Either you're in or you're out.
I mean, I'm gonna talk about coach about my playing time.
The most important part right now is just doing what's best for the team, and we're on the next week.
Number one thing on my mind right now is recovery. Got a game in 2 days. Got to be ready to go for my guys.
All right, you talk to your people. I'll talk to mine. They'll have to have a conversation.
Yeah.
We got to make this happen, though.
All right. Might hit you with a counter offer, but we'll see.
I ain't eating no dogs. Pause.
All right.
I know I can't eat 25 in 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get into our favorite time of the show. Okay.
Our last segment of the show.
Our last segment.
Last
Out of
but
left
not-
field. Our favorite out of left field, where we challenge each other's knowledge that we pretend to have. Okay.
That's true. It's been a minute since we've done it too.
It has been a minute, and it has. We've been focused on some other shit in the pod. There's been a lot of news going on in the NBA ever since the finals ended.
Right.
And we've been pumping out all sorts of content. But I'm excited to get back to the roots of our show. So
me included.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna need you. You're gonna have to hit me with the question first because I like your list. So
Okay.
You're gonna have
I
to
got
hit
a
me
very
first.
short list for you. If you are a Jets aficionado, it's going to be very easy.
It's gonna be fucking embarrassing, is what it's gonna be.
But we'll see. I need you to name me the top 5 New York Jet football players in sacks all time. All-time sack leaders for the New York Jets. Give me 5 guys. 5.
I can't pronounce it, but Gastineau.
Yep. He's number 1 with 74.
Okay. Let me think on this. Klecko?
No. Klecko. I don't even think he's on the list.
Oh, that's because he's an offensive tackle.
Oh, Joe Klecko. Yeah, he is.
Oh, he is on the list? Okay.
Yep.
But he's way down the list.
Yeah, with 24.
Okay. All right. Give me some time frames so I know where I'm looking.
This one guy drafted to the Jets in 2000, played 15 seasons for the Falcons, Jets, Cardinals. I think you would probably more or less know him from his time with the Falcons.
Okay.
But 133.5 total sacks, 445 tackles, 46 forced fumbles,
Oh, so
1 interception,
this guy's got a lot of sacks.
5 Pro Bowls, 6'4", 263.
DeFergus and Brickashaw?
No.
I don't know where that mind. I don't know how he got in my mind.
I don't know, bro. I don't even think he's on this list. He's not even on this list.
Okay.
Played for the Jets in the early to mid 2000s. Then went to the Falcons.
That's about where my knowledge runs. It goes away. That's about it. There's not a chance I think of anyone else.
Really?
There's not a chance. I have no idea.
Are you sure?
No. 133. Clyde Simmons?
No. It's a good pull, though. He's an Eagle.
Oh, yeah, he was. Yeah, I've got no clue, bro. Not a single clue.
Are you giving up already, bro?
I'm giving up. I have no idea. I don't know my Jets history. Not that I care.
That is sad,
much
bro. Bro, you need to tighten up.
I do need.
You are asleep. You are in a coma.
I am in a coma.
You need to get out the coma, bro.
Listen, I'm not a diehard Jets fan.
You got to be a diehard.
I'm a diehard.
What are you doing, bro? You're fair weather, bro. You're like Dallas fans.
I'm a diehard football fan first. Okay.
Fair enough.
I know what I need to know.
Your first love is baseball. Fair enough.
No, my first love is basketball.
Well, basketball and baseball, but fair enough.
And I know my football history, but am I going to name somebody from the mid 2000s that's a New York Jet guy? No, because they were irrelevant then.
Not if they're top 5 in sacks.
No, I mean the team
or franchise
was
leader. How
the
are they
team
irrelevant?
Was irrelevant? The Jets have been irrelevant. Their entire existence has been irrelevant. You could have taken them out of NFL history, and no one would say anything.
That's not true, actually. That's not true.
Oh yeah,
without them winning Super Bowl III, NFL history could look a lot different, bro.
We weren't even the better team in that Super Bowl.
It don't matter, bro. The impact that the Jets beating the Baltimore Colts had on the league and the trajectory with the AFL NFL merger, it made that merger legit because of the New York Jets. But other than that,
not a thing.
It's about all you got to stand on.
Let me really try to think a little bit harder on this. Don't let me give up yet.
Okay.
Give me some more time frames for guys.
Okay.
2000s to 2015.
Three out of 4 of these guys played from the early 2000s till early to mid 2000s till the 2010s.
Okay.
The other guy you probably won't get because he played in the 90s. But
all these guys played in the 2000s. I know there's some guys. I just can't fucking.
Yeah.
Oh.
Two of these guys are linebackers. 2 of these guys are D linemen.
Linebackers. Well, edge, but
yeah.
What's the latest somebody was with the Jets? The latest.
The latest?
Yeah, someone was there with them.
Look.
Because if it's like 2013, I'm fucking chalked.
2015.
I don't even know if I was like paying that close attention to football at that time.
This player was drafted by the Cardinals in 2003, signed with the Jets in 2018, and finished his career there in 2015.
Signed with the Jets in 2008, right?
Yeah.
You said 18.
Linebacker.
Joe Namath.
Correct. No.
that would have been a good pull.
If Joe Namath was a linebacker, that would have been a good pull, but
yeah, I think I've got to give up. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Damn, bro. That's kind of sad.
I can't do it.
All right. Are you sure?
Positive.
Hammer it down. All right, fair enough. Sad day.
It is.
All right. You got the all-time leading sack guy in Mark Gastineau.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Sean Ellis with 72.5 sacks. He played for the Jets from 2000 to 2010. Had 356 total tackles, 73.5 total sacks, 12 forced fumbles, 1 interception in his career. D lineman. Then he went to New England,
Never heard of
2011,
him.
and then retired. Played in 2 Pro Bowls.
Never heard of him.
So, yeah, he actually had an interception for 1 yard.
Never heard of him. Down the
Yeah.
rabbit hole we go.
Yeah. Number 3, you might know this guy. I definitely would have known this guy. Maybe not for Jets sack leaders, but overall players. John Abraham.
No.
No?
Nope. Never heard of
Oh
him.
my God.
The only John Abraham I know is the one that got drafted by the Raiders in like 2017. It's the only one I know.
Well, I know him from his time with the Falcons, but
Okay.
drafted by the Jets in 2000. Played there from 2000 to 2005. Yeah, he had 53.5 sacks in 73 games. 17 forced fumbles, 5 fumble recoveries, 1 for a touchdown. Again, kind of in that irrelevant.
Yeah, that's sad.
Time frame.
We've got guys on this list that played 5 years with the team.
Yeah.
That is sad.
Number 4, Mo Lewis, linebacker. Played his entire career for the Jets. Drafted in 1991, retired in 2003. 52.5 total sacks, 179 tackles, 14 interceptions. He's kind of an edge guy, I guess you would say.
52 sacks in 12
52 and a half
years.
sacks
in 12
200
years.
games.
That is sad. That is sad. That's 4 sacks. No, it's about 4 sacks a season.
Yeah.
That is brutal.
Well, it's the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
He also had 14 interceptions, 4 for touchdowns,
Really?
6 forced fumbles, 13 fumble recoveries, only 179 tackles.
What was this guy? Safety?
Linebacker.
Oh, okay.
He's one of those. I guess he was one of those coverage guys from looking at the numbers.
Must have been, yeah.
One of those guys that drops back in coverage.
Mm-hmm.
But with the tackle number like that, you would think he'd have more tackles.
Maybe he said, fuck it, I ain't doing that shit.
Maybe not. He's just going for picks. Number 5, last guy, Calvin Pace, a linebacker. Drafted by the Cardinals in 2003, signed with the Jets in 2008, and played until 2015, where he retired. 46 sacks in 120 games played, 316 total tackles, 16 forced fumbles, 7 fumble recoveries, 1 for a touchdown with 2 interceptions.
That's a little better.
Yeah.
A little better numbers.
And he's recent. You probably watched him.
Probably not. I don't think I was paying that close attention in 2015.
I'm just saying, you would have watched him.
Mhm.
Probably didn't know who he was, but he was there.
Probably.
Yeah.
Damn, I was so checked out of that list. That was
Facts.
a bad one.
You got 1. I only gave you 5 dudes, bro. What are we doing?
I know the guys that really like mattered for the Jets. You know what I mean? Like Gastineau, Klecko,
Right.
DeBrickashaw Ferguson, Nick Mangold,
Curtis
Namath,
Martin.
Keyshawn Johnson, Curtis Martin, all these guys. Like I know all these guys. I don't know the
Mark
fucking
Sanchez.
yeah.
Geno Smith.
My left nut.
Zach Wilson.
Hey, he was banging moms, so I respect it.
Throwing bombs, banging moms.
Yeah.
Trying to bang them in Tennessee.
Facts. All right.
My turn. You said it was my turn.
This one I think you'll like. There's some tough guys on here. They're all Hall of Famers except for one. Okay? Name me the top 15 career touchdown scorers that aren't quarterbacks.
Non-quarterback.
Non-quarterback touchdowns.
If it was career touchdowns though, it'd be the touchdown scores. It'd be rushing touchdowns though.
Rushing and receiving.
Yeah.
That's what we're
So
looking at.
quarterbacks really wouldn't be in that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Receivers and running backs.
Okay. I like that.
Top 15.
Where shall we start with this list? Jerry Rice.
Number 1 with 208.
Fuck yeah.
Only guy to crack the 200.
That's why he's the GOAT.
No, he's actually leading by 33.
Damn.
He's leading by like 3 seasons.
Damn.
3 like
Damn.
Pro Bowl. He's leading by like 3 Pro Bowl seasons.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Let's think. Emmitt Smith.
Number 2, 175.
Bro, I'm just gonna go number 1, number 2, number 3.
All right.
Nah.
Emmitt Smith, number 2, 175.
Okay. All-time touchdowns.
There's 1 tight end on this list.
1 tight end.
No.
Tony Gonzalez.
No. He's number
Surprised no.
18 with 111.
It's not a lot of tight ends though.
No, there's not, which
Historical tight ends.
makes it
Gronk?
easy. It's not Gronk.
Not Gronk.
Gronk's not on this list. I believe Gronk ended with 72 in his career. Mm-hmm. Well, if he ended. He ended.
Mike Ditka?
Mike Ditka? No.
No. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to come back to the tight end one.
Sure.
I think of a guy. Okay. Randy Moss.
Number 4 with 157.
Okay.
So you've got 1, 2, and 4.
Sweet. Walter Payton? No, I don't think he played that long enough.
Yes, Walter Payton.
Oh, he is.
Number 11 with 125.
Okay. Barry Sanders?
No.
No.
Number 19 on this list. Fourth guy off, he had 109. Your cutoff is 116.
Doesn't really make a difference for me.
Okay.
But, okay.
Mm-hmm.
119. LaDainian Tomlinson?
Number 3 with 162. So you've got Rice, Smith, Tomlinson, and I don't think you have 4.
Walter Payton.
Walter Payton's 11.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think you said number 4. Did you say Randy Moss?
Randy Moss. Yeah, I said Randy Moss.
Okay. I didn't remember you said Randy Moss.
I did.
Yeah, so you've got the top 4, and then you've also got number 11, Walter Payton.
Okay.
So you've got 5 out of the 10.
Okay, cool. We're making good progress.
Mm-hmm.
T.O.
Number 5, 156.
Okay. That's my guy, bro.
T.O. Yeah.
Give me some other time periods. Like
Okay.
are we just like all over the map, or are we concentrated like 80s, 90s, 2000s?
We're pretty much we're 80s and on. There's nothing before the 80s.
Okay.
80s and on. These are all Hall of Famers.
Okay.
There are. I'm going to say 4. Well, let me double check that. 1, 2. There's 3 guys that have been retired for a short amount of time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Shannon Sharp?
No. Shannon Sharp, I know, retired with only 62 touchdowns.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking tight end. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, which is wild because he had 2 seasons where he had 12, but he played 12 years. So he's had a lot of seasons where he didn't score a lot of touchdowns.
Yeah. Damn.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 5 running backs left. The tight end, and you've got 1, 2, 3 wide receivers.
3 wide receivers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Irvin.
No.
No.
Michael
Damn.
Irvin's not in the top 20.
Rod Smith.
Rod Smith is not in the top 20.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Carter.
Chris Carter, number 8, 131. Okay. Good pull. Mm-hmm. That's a good pull. Chris Carter's a forgotten name, I think, in NFL history.
He's an underrated dude.
Yeah. Ever since he left, first things first, nobody talks about him.
Facts. 3, 2 wide receivers. Let me try to knock the wide receivers out.
Go ahead, young buck.
One
played with one of the greatest wide receiver. One of them played with one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. The other one retired relatively recently. Mm-hmm. And I don't exactly remember when, but I'm going to say within the last 5 years.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't give me any years. It just gives me the player and
Larry Fitzgerald.
That's the recently retired one, number 13 with 121.
Okay.
One more receiver.
Played with one of the greatest QBs ever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's either Tom Brady or Joe Montana.
Think about the quarterbacks that have actually had great wide receivers. Tom Brady hasn't.
Joe Montana really hasn't, other than Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
John Elway, no. Aikman had Michael Irvin, but he's not on the list.
Mm-hmm. Donald
Driver. No, not Donald Driver. No. I'm thinking Brett Favre. Who's Brett Favre had to throw to?
He had Sterling Sharp for a little while.
Sterling Sharp, yeah, but he didn't play long enough.
He was a dog.
Yeah. He didn't play long enough.
He could have gone down as one of the best.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Irving Fryar on the list.
This quarterback that I'm thinking of, that's the Hall of Famer. He's definitely a top 5.
Top 5.
He's definitely a top 5 quarterback.
But it's not Brady. It's not Montana.
So not Mahomes.
It's not Mahomes because it's recent. This is Dan Marino. I can't think. He played with some good guys in the 80s that were like really good,
but not guys to get up this level. It's not Dan Marino.
Yeah.
You've forgotten about this quarterback in previous out of left fields.
Previous out of left field videos?
You have forgotten about this quarterback. Not like for the whole video, like you didn't miss him, but it took you a while, and I was very disappointed.
Andre Reed? Jim Kelly?
No. Jim Kelly's a top 5 quarterback?
Well, I mean, he was a good quarterback when he played.
Maybe top 15?
Maybe. Damn, bro, you're making me feel bad now.
yeah. You should feel sick.
Okay? Oh my god.
2-time Super Bowl winner. The quarterback.
Ben Roethlisberger is the quarterback.
No, he's not. He's not a top 5 quarterback.
Oh.
There's only 5 top 5 quarterbacks, okay?
I know.
We've named Mahomes.
I was just thinking because that's a name that I forgot about on the pod.
It is. We've named Brady. We've named Montana. We've named Elway. We've named Marino. We've named all these guys that are hovering around top 5. You're missing one guy.
It's always one, bro.
It's the same one you keep missing.
He must not be fucking relevant, bro. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
He's top 5, though. He's got to be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. Give me a time period he played.
He retired about 5 to 10 years ago.
5 to 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Eli is not top 5. Why the fuck am I thinking of Roethlisberger and Eli Manning, bro? What the hell? Drew Brees? No.
No, but you were on the right track with the other two.
What? Eli Manning and Roethlisberger? What? It's Eli, bro? It's not Eli.
It's not Eli.
Your face, bro.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. Oh, bro, let me cook. Let me cook. Let me cook.
Does Eli Manning have a brother?
Peyton Manning. Oh my god, bro. Fuck. Marvin Harrison.
Marvin Harrison. Oh my god. Peyton Man. This dude said Eli Manning and couldn't. He didn't link it in his head. Oh my god,
bro.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
At least I got it, bro. At least
some
it
stern
connected.
convincing. Oh my god. All right.
I don't know, bro.
You're done with wide receivers. Okay, you've got one tight end. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 running backs. 5 running backs, 1 tight end.
Okay.
If it were me, I would get the tight end out of the way because there's not many of them.
Yeah.
Especially ones that played in an era that touchdowns were scored in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be tough, bro. Cause it ain't Gonzalez, it ain't Gronk.
Nope.
It's obviously not Ditka because it's too far back.
It's kind of the same era of Tony G and Gronk. Mm-hmm.
Or it's not Shannon Sharp either.
No, it's not.
I'm trying to think.
If this guy isn't in the Hall of Fame yet, he definitely will be.
So it's definitely not Algie Crumpler because he's not a Hall of Fame tight end.
Algie Crumpler or an over 116.
I'm thinking of tight ends from the 2000s, bro.
Come on now.
Trying.
This guy played a long time.
What teams did he play for?
I can't give that away.
What's like from what year to what year?
Let me look it up.
Look it up.
I don't know exactly when he started. Let me see here.
Jeremy Shockey? No,
but good poll. Can't find like the.
Definitely any of the Eagles guys. So we didn't have any good guys until Selleck came along, but that was.
This guy is an 8-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro. He was on the All 2000s team. Played from 2000 to 2003 to 2018. 15-year career. Recently retired. Obviously.
2003 to 2018.
Mm-hmm. Had 2 1,000-yard seasons.
Damn.
His prime was definitely in the late 2000s. Had a resurgence a little bit in the 2013-14 range, but then fell off after that.
Yeah.
He actually made 8 consecutive Pro Bowls from 2004 to 2011.
Oh, shit.
Played with another quarterback that isn't necessarily is going to be close to a first ballot Hall of Famer. Close, but probably not.
It's going to be close to a first ballot. Antonio Gates.
Antonio Gates.
Oh, man, bro.
That one I'm not that disappointed in because it's not like Antonio Gates is like,
Yeah, but I know Antonio Gates, bro.
Yeah. Yep. All right. 5 running backs left.
Cool. So what we
one
got?
One guy. I don't know if he's retired yet.
Adrian Peterson.
Number 10 with 126. So you've
Okay.
got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys left. One of these guys is fucking impossible. Maybe. I don't know. You should know him because I fucking know him and you're an NFL guy. But maybe just thinking off the dome, you may not come up with him.
What, Edgerrin James?
No.
No.
No. Let me actually, if you need some info, just let me know on some of the guys.
Okay.
Once you run out of running backs.
Yeah.
You could think of.
Let me think. Curtis Martin is probably not on there.
Nope.
Terrell Davis is probably not on there.
Didn't play long enough, no.
Yeah. Shady ain't on there.
No.
Arian Foster, he didn't play long enough.
No.
One
of these guys is from the early days of football.
The early days of football?
Early days. Yeah.
Like, how early are we talking?
I don't know.
Like before 1960 early? Or no? Steve Van Buren?
No.
No?
He was named to the all 60s decade team.
All 60s decade team. Okay. What's that guy's name? He was Packers running back. Hornung or something?
Are you thinking about Amon Green right now?
I'm not thinking of Amon Green.
But no, it's not him. And it's
Like
not the other guy.
Paul Hornung or something? No.
It's not him either.
No. Gale Sayers.
No. But good pull.
No. Jim
this
Brown.
guy, yes, it's Jim Brown.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Jim Brown only played for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 seasons.
They put up crazy stats back in the day.
Yeah. He's number 10 on the list and only played 9 seasons. He never had less than 7 touchdowns.
That's wild.
Yep.
Okay.
So you've got
all the other guys are pretty recent.
One guy not so much. I might be completely wired as to when this guy played.
I think Eric Dickerson.
All right, we've got one guy in the 80s, 90s, another guy in the 90s.
Eric Dickerson.
No.
Marshall Faulk.
Marshall Faulk is on this list, not the guy I was talking about, but
I know,
yeah,
but
Marshall Faulk, number 7, 136.
Okay, so we got 3 left? 2. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, cool.
You've got one guy who played in the 80s, early 80s through the late 90s. And then this other guy.
Early 80s to late 90s.
The other guy played from 1971 to 1985. Mm-hmm.
Tony Dorsett.
No.
Fuck. It's a good pull.
Yeah, it was a good pull.
Not Franco.
Nope.
It's not Gale Sayers.
You've got an 80s to 90s guy and a 70s to 80s guy.
Mm-hmm. OJ.
No.
No. Fuck.
No. One of these guys on this list surprisingly only has 1 Pro Bowl, but he was on the all 80s team.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Won a Super Bowl.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Won a Super Bowl?
Yep. He's a Hall of Famer. Mm-hmm.
Marcus Allen.
Not the one I was talking about, but Marcus Allen's the other guy.
Oh, okay.
Marcus Allen had 145.
I was thinking won Super Bowl 80s, early 90s.
Yeah. Well, this guy that I'm talking about is from 71 to 85. Played with 2 franchises, one in the AFC, one in the NFC, both in the East. One-time Super Bowl champ, one-time Pro Bowl, part of the All-80s decade team.
Both on the AFC and NFC East.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. His
This
Pro
is the
Bowl
guy I should
appearance.
get, right?
His Pro Bowl appearance. Yeah, probably. His Pro Bowl appearance came in 1975. He ran for 1,008 yards. And you want to hear a fun fact? In
What?
1983, he ran for 1,300 yards, 24 touchdowns, and didn't make the Pro Bowl.
Yo, what?
He got fourth in MVP voting and was an All-Pro first-team player that didn't make the Pro Bowl that year.
That's insane.
It is. That is fucking insane.
Larry Zonka didn't play that long.
It's not Larry Zonka. Only had 2 seasons where he had double-digit touchdowns. But he's on this list. Underrated guy, forgotten guy in history.
Oh, man.
Missed the 1980 season with a contract dispute.
That's not going to make a difference in my mind, but interesting.
It is interesting, actually. That's why I said
Yeah.
it. I don't just be saying shit off the tongue for no reason. I have reasons to why I say things.
I get it. It's cool. Ain't just saying shit.
He won the 1983 Burt Bell Award.
Burt Bell Award.
That's the
Oh
year,
my
that's
god!
the year that he
why-
had the 24 touchdowns.
Ah, man. Other
Comeback
than those
player of
running
the
backs,
year.
it starts getting foggy for me around 70s, 80s.
Yep.
Oh man.
Went to Kansas for college.
Went to Kansas.
Yep.
Okay.
He was actually drafted by my favorite team,
the Jets.
but I won't tell you the other team because that's what he was known for.
Oh man, it's definitely not. Definitely didn't go to the Eagles.
No.
John Riggins.
That's the guy.
Oh my god, bro! I was
John
thinking about him
Riggins.
for a minute. I was like, it's definitely not John Riggins. But
John Riggins was tied with Antonio Gates at 116 touchdowns.
wow, he was a
Mhm.
beast.
He was underrated player. Absolutely underrated. But yeah, good shit. That's kind of crazy to me that this man almost won the MVP but didn't make the Pro Bowl.
That's wild.
One-time Pro Bowler for a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's insane.
Yeah, a little
But
bowling ball.
He's got some historic moments.
He
in
does
Super
have
Bowl
some
history.
historic moments. Yeah.
So I mean, it's hard not to deny.
No, it's
It's hard not to deny him.
definitely a forgotten player, but one of not one of the best, but very good running back.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yep. So
Imagine him behind the Eagles' offensive line. Oh my god! Forget about the Hogs. The Dogs.
yeah,
That'd be nuts.
yeah, bro. Wild to me.
Facts.
This was a good show.
Yeah.
Got some good talking. We're getting better at filling pods when there's absolutely nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about a wiener fest for like 20 minutes.
hey, glizzy off.
A glizz
For
off.
20 minutes.
A glizz off, if you will.
Hey, shout out to Glizzy Lizzy.
Yeah.
Fire nickname.
Yep. I want to get into a little bit of after hours talk. So like,
All right. We can do it.
so remember this girl I told you about? I got this number at Giant, right?
Uh-huh. You
Right,
want
so
you want this on the program or off?
Oh, it's going to be on the program.
Oh, okay. All
It'll be
right.
on the program. Just so for the happenstance.
so she can see this.
Yeah, if she sees this at some point. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
So it's wild to me. Let me walk you back a little bit, okay? So about a month ago, I'm in Giant getting me some Triscuits and crab dip. I was a little peckish for lunch. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? As I should be.
Yeah.
So I'm in there, right? Go up to the self checkout. I see this girl. I'm like, ooh, she's pretty. You know what I mean? But I'm also not a guy that carries myself with great confidence. You know what I'm saying? So I don't got the ball sack, if you will.
The testicular
I don't
fortitude.
I don't sag very much. But
hey,
yeah. So
at least you listen. It's
Mhm.
tough when you're walking.
Facts, bro. Shit.
It's tough.
Facts, dude. But
Trip over yourself.
that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's like trying to put your pants on and you keep stepping on the end of the leg. But
that's why they call it a third leg.
That's true. That's true. It's a good bike stand, you know.
Yep.
But
why do you think all at least stools have at least 3 legs?
Facts.
Anyway, continue.
Thank you. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. It's whatever. Didn't really think about it much, right? So I went in another day. This is like this past week. And I seen her again. And I was like, you know what? I had a good day. I had sold like a $50,000 roof job that day. So I was feeling myself. My salesman skills were on point that day. I was just having a good day. You know what I mean? Grandmother got home from the hospital. All sorts of good shit, right? No way. No way you're disregarding the story.
Uh-huh.
What I say. What I say.
Listen, shout out Smitty. I was looking at something he sent me.
All right, I respect.
You might have to backtrack a little bit.
I'm gonna have to backtrack a little bit. So, anyways, I go back in like this is a couple days ago, about a week ago, maybe. Okay. And I'm feeling myself that day. You know what I mean? I had a great sales day at work. My grandmother got home from the hospital. It was just a good day, right?
Yeah.
So I was feeling myself. So I went up to her and I was like, "Excuse me. I understand this is a little bit strange, but I really appreciate it if I got your number, right?" So I got her number.
She went up to her just like that.
Just like that.
Excuse me.
No. No. It wasn't like that.
All right.
I mean, it was pretty chill.
Right.
So I went up to her. I asked for a number. I got the number, right? Big old smile on her face. Big pearly whites. Beautiful, right?
She had a nice smile.
She did have a nice smile. You know what I mean? Kind of like what's that movie where like they smile and their teeth shine? It was kind of like that. But
any of them.
But yeah, I got her phone number. You know what I mean? Texted her a little bit. It was cool, right?
Yeah.
So
I remember,
asked,
hey, listen, there was a little bit of uncertainty.
There was some uncertainty.
You texted her back. Yeah. There's a little bit of a pump fake. You texted her, and there was not an answer for a while, so it was just a big pump fake.
Yeah, it was a big pump fake. So funny enough, she just never hit the send button on a text. So we were both sitting there waiting for a text message the entire time.
Bruh.
You know what I mean?
That's tough.
See, I would have noticed that because I'm the type of person that like just goes into the messages and goes out if I'm like waiting on a text. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that happened, right? So,
I can't tell you the amount of times that I've done that where I've texted my girl. Shout out to the missus. She comes back in a week from her Rome trip.
Yep.
Multiple times I've caught myself like I send it. I text, think I hit send, and then I go about my day for a little bit, and I'm like, damn.
I ain't heard shit.
Me, like, is she good? Like, she hit me back in a minute, and then I look, and it's still in the text bar. I'm like, oh fuck, yeah. Shit, Holmgren, that shit.
Get out of here. That's funny. But yeah, so that happened. Whatever. We've been talking here and there. So I found out today, right? I actually asked her out, right? So tomorrow we're here's the thing. I don't have an answer yet. I'm waiting on an answer. So it's literally I'm back to this. You know what I'm saying? I keep getting pump fake.
You've been talking to her for how long, bro? And you already asked her out?
Yeah, about a week.
Yeah. About a week. Damn, bro. That's crazy.
I'm better at getting to know people in person. I'm better at showing who I am in person. I'm not very good with that on text. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I'm not saying text her, but like hang out a little bit as friends before, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hang out.
You asked her out.
Yeah, I asked her out. Like, hey, let's go do something.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like, would you like to be in a relationship? Ask out.
No, bro. What?
Oh, okay. All right. Listen, clarification. Clarification, brother.
Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah. So I'm currently
her out on a date.
I asked her out on a date.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
I don't know because I don't have an answer yet.
All right. Hey, we're gonna get you an answer right now. Anything but a movie.
Yeah. There's no good movies right now. No, I suggested maybe some bowling, maybe a little bit of pool at the bar. You know what I mean? Get something to drink or something. You know, have a good old time.
All
right? So I'm getting right now.
Uh-huh.
All right. So I found out something interesting today. We actually have the same birthday.
No way,
We have
bro.
the same birthday. We're a
You
year
have the
apart.
same
but
birthday?
We have the same. We're a year apart, but we have the same birthday.
Oh my god.
That's wild.
That's wild.
That's you know what I
That's
mean?
insane.
Yeah, it's
You
pretty.
couldn't have
It's pretty.
scripted that any better.
I could, bro. I couldn't. The NFL writers in the beginning of the season
Hey,
was
NFL
like, this
script writers going
it was
crazy right now, bro.
this ain't in the cards for this motherfucker. That's what they were saying.
Yo,
Yeah.
yo, the steam coming off of their heads when they're saying, "Yo, he gonna hey, he gonna ask for this girl's number in Giant. He's gonna take her to the bar, shoot some pool, go bowling.
Yeah.
Yo, she gonna have the same birthday as him, bro.
Facts,
Crazy.
bro. That shit's wild. So yeah. Long
Gets
story
married,
short,
anniversary is literally the birthday, so you can celebrate everything in one day.
no, we got to space it out. Like that's why I hate people that got birthdays near Christmas because I'm not buying you two things at once. I got to save up again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I spaced it out about well for you.
My
May
sister's
31st,
birthday.
the Christmas.
My sister's birthday's on Christmas. So like I'm fucking stacking a car. Let me get you this for this. This came from Santa. This came from me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, we're going to see how that goes. But right now, we're in a little bit of a...
Uh-huh.
Just a little bit.
You threw the alley. She got to oop it.
I did. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, we'll see how that goes.
Hey,
We'll see how that goes.
best of luck to you, brother. You know what they say?
And if it don't work out...
There's plenty of fish in the sea.
Yeah.
It just wasn't for me.
Facts. Fallen soldiers always get up.
Unless they get blown out by a landmine. It depends if she's a landmine or...
Yeah. No, the better term is not a landmine. If she's self-destructive. That's, like a landmine.
enough.
Self-destructive. Yeah. Now we just cooking bars right now.
We spitting after hours.
Yeah. Alrighty, y'all. It's been the Day One Pod. I'm Kyle. That's Anthony. Make sure you leave it a like, you leave it a comment, you leave it a sub. Tell a friend. Hit the bell. Make sure you hit the bell. Follow us on all our socials. They're all linked in the top. I'll get if Threads pops off, I'll put that shit up there at some point too.
But it's the same. It's the same at.
It is. It's the same at for everything. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Whether you're on a plane, you're on a boat, whether you're on a plane, you're on a boat, you're on a bus, you're on a space shuttle, you're in a horseback ride, wherever you're at.
You're in Coney Island eating some dogs.
Some glizzies. Glizzies. Just glizzies.
Yo, bro, that's wild. You were doing what?
It's glizzies.
Hold on. It's instant replay.
Glizzies. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, bro, not on this program. Facts, not on this program. Unnecessary. What was it? Unnecessary horniness. This man, 15 yards. Oh my god.
But no, make sure y'all pay attention to the channel because we always post and we're gonna be putting up probably 2 videos a week. Bunch of short content, at least 1 pod a week. So yeah, guys.
Road to 100 subscribers. We're almost there.
We almost there. We climbing.
Slowly
and also,
surely.
if you've been here since the first post we've had, we've crossed 100 posts on the channel. So we appreciate y'all for watching if you have been that long.
Shout out. Philly Mike, shout out. I know you've been here, brother.
Yes, sir. But for now,
love.
I'm Kyle. That's Anthony. Catch you in the next one.
Peace.